Bitcoin is right now creating an historical breakout, and the level that we're right now breaking and the pattern that we're creating is suggesting we are going to be running up to new all-time highs in the upcoming days. So on today's update video, I will be discussing this exact pattern. I want to discuss the very important breakout we're currently getting. I want to be, of course, talk about the massive breakout we're also seeing on the bigger time frames, on the weekly time frame, on the 3-day time frame. Obviously, I want to give a big update on my current ongoing Bitcoin trades, but also on the trade on Aptos I opened up a while ago that is now in more than $100,000 in profit. I want to be, of course, talk about the bull flag breakout on Bitcoin, the final wave of this Bitcoin bull market. I want to be talking about Ethereum and so much more on today's update video. So don't forget to obviously slam on that like button on today's update video. That will be highly appreciated because yesterday I made a video about why Bitcoin will pump. And of course, what happened? Bitcoin pumped towards the upside, because basically what I discussed in yesterday's video is that we were having a government shutdown. Historically, there are a lot of fears around it, but if we're looking back at all of the data, like 90% of all the times this shutdown happens, the S&P 500, aka the stock market, goes up here, and Bitcoin usually follows the stock market. So yes, it was a very likely scenario that we were going to pump. And of course, if we're looking at the price action today, we of course did pump. So yesterday's prediction on the video was of course exactly playing out there. Bitcoin is about $5,000 higher than yesterday. Then of course, talking about the CME gap, we're still creating one. But like I mentioned in all the videos before, I've never said Bitcoin is going to fill up this gap. I think this gap is, of course, eventually going to get filled up here. But like many previous examples I showed also in the previous videos, guys, this can take a very long time before it fills up. For example, in November 2024, it took about 3 to 4 months before we filled it up in March 2025. So make sure to be paying attention towards these gaps. But of course, don't base all your trades off it, because I personally think we're eventually going to be filling it up. But first, we're going to create that final leg of this Bitcoin bull market. Because if we're looking at the timings, we should be entering that last phase of the Bitcoin bull market right now. And this is historically where the most exponential rallies do come. And this is probably going to be lasting for about 3 to 4 weeks here. So very exciting period is currently ahead of us. And if I'm right now looking at the price action on Bitcoin, we've just broken above this very critical level of previous resistance. You can see last time around, we exactly got rejected by this level, and now we're crushing above it. So Bitcoin looking very good here, breaking above this level right here. And you can basically see it also here on the 12-hour time frame. We are creating a W-like pattern, basically a double bottom. And of course, this is an historical, very bullish bias pattern. And whenever you break the neckline, you've got a price target towards the upside from the low to the high. And I'm going to quickly measure it for you guys out there. And the price target of this breakout is going to be bringing us all the way up to about $126,000. Personally, my targets are laying a little bit higher for my trades, because where I will be closing my trades is around $130 all the way to about $137,000. Because if we reach $137,000, I think that is where the massive resistance is laying for Bitcoin. And that is where personally I will be potentially open up even short positions and scale out very aggressively out of my long position. So of course, if you've been watching the channel, you know that I've said, of course, all the way back over here on the peak over here on Bitcoin on $118,000, I said, okay, I'm exiting my long positions. And then I said, okay, I'm going to wait for Bitcoin to drop and enter new long positions. That is exactly what we did. Then, of course, over here, we entered into a big Aptos trade. And of course, guys, if you've been watching the channel and if you've been in the VIP Telegram group here, I shared this trading setup exactly on the channel. I shared it when I was in a loss as well. I shared my exact reasoning why I was opening up this trade. And now this trade is in about, let me quickly check it, about $100,000 in profit. So this Aptos trade is doing absolutely amazing. And if you did, of course, took this trade yourself, congratulations, you must be printing as well. But yeah, I personally think there's a long way to go for this trade, and I'm going to continue to hold this open as well here. So if you want to be staying up to date on my next trade, I would highly recommend to first of all subscribe to the channel, but also to second of all, join the VIP Telegram group here, because in that group, you're basically staying up to date on all the trades I am taking in real time. And on YouTube, I only discuss it the day after. So if you want to be staying highly up to date on all the trades, make sure to join the VIP Telegram group here. And I mean, going further in towards the content, I mean, we discussed, of course, this level of importance. If you want to be trading Bitcoin, out of the 9 years I've been involved in trading crypto, one thing that stick with me is, of course, horizontals. Horizontals are the most important levels, and you can just once again see it play out here. major resistance, flipping into support. So once again, very important resistance now flipping into support. And what is actually very interesting, since we broke this level, the last 2 times we broke above this very critical level of horizontal resistance, we actually hit a new all-time high. So is this once again going to be playing out? Personally, I am definitely looking towards it. But of course, we're creating a W-shaped pattern with a breakout above the neckline right now. And I mean, if you're a trader, you know these patterns. This is historically meaning that we are going to see that next rally towards the upside, of course, for Bitcoin. And also, we're breaking outside of the symmetrical triangle right now on Bitcoin. And yeah, if we can confirm this breakout in about 1.5 days, we are also going to confirm the continuation towards new all-time highs fairly soon here. And of course, in all my previous videos, I've been warning you about the fears of World War III, because that was literally what we were getting, and that it historically are great buying opportunities. Once again, it was a good buying opportunity. So if you did not fade this opportunity, congratulations, because ultimately right now Bitcoin is breaking this daily downward sloping trend line. And yes, we're basically creating this bull flag pattern, which I talked about many times before. And yeah, the price target of this bull flag pattern is significantly higher than we're currently trading. And like I mentioned earlier, my targets mainly are around $137,000 for Bitcoin. And for my Ethereum trade, which is now in about 600K in profit, 550K, sorry, my target is about 6,000 to about $6,500. And if you, like me, want to be trading on an exchange that is safe, reliable, and giving you a very good opportunity to trade with relatively cheap free fee, don't forget to check it out in the first link in today's video description, because if you sign up an account and use that first link below, guys, you will get a 25% fee rebate, making this one of the cheapest exchanges out there to operate from. And also, guys, they are now giving you deposit bonus up to 20% here. And of course, if you sign up an account to WeX using that first link below, you can also join the VIP Telegram group with it. So a lot of benefits by trading on WeX. It is, in my opinion, the best exchange out there right now here. So make sure to check it out in that link of today's video description. And of course, also, I don't know if you guys remembered, but about 2 months ago, I deposited 1 million in this account and shared it that I'm going to trade this account to 10 million. Now we're about $1.4 million in profit. And we're, of course, on our way to that $10 million. So I really think I can trade this account from 1 million to 10 million. And truly, if I can do that, it must be very crazy. And I've said it multiple times here. If I trade this account from 1 million to 10 million, I will probably go offline for a while here, because once again, guys, I've got nothing to prove here, and I'm sharing every single trade on YouTube. I share my setups, I share everything, and yeah, I just show you it is possible with, of course, the right analysis. And for my trades here, like I said, on Ethereum, I do also think, just like I mentioned in many videos before here, that we were going to grab the top side liquidity. Now that liquidity on the top side is exactly grabbed here. And for Ethereum, really, I still think we're going to be having this massive breakout towards the upside. I think right now we're reaccumulating. And now, of course, Ethereum has been a little bit less strong here. But I do think if we're looking at all the timings, it is going to be a little bit more stronger in the upcoming period here. So yeah, I'm very excited for Ethereum. Ultimately, I said this is the level where I want to be buying my spot bags here on $4,000. That is exactly what I've done. I'm up 10% on my spot bags, but I did not open up a new leverage long position. Why? Is because I was personally thinking it was a little bit too risky. Of course, now Ethereum is exactly bouncing towards the upside from of this exact low right here. So you can see that 3,876 is exactly the level that now is flipping into support. And in my opinion, if we break this high above $4,800, that is going to be the confirmation that we're going to be shooting up towards about $6,000. So yeah, I truly think it is going to be happening. It's going to be a matter of time. And if you're just looking at the total cryptocurrency market cap, you're seeing that we're creating this cup and handle pattern. And whenever this cup and handle pattern is going to be breaking out, and of course, this cup and handle pattern is currently breaking out. And yeah, truly, I do think a continuation is going to come here. And right now, of course, we are in October. And historically, the upcoming 3 months that we're going to get, so October, November, December, are the historical strongest months for crypto, especially November, which is next month. So super excited for what is going to be playing out here. But yeah, perfectly predicted. I'm very glad that we're currently seeing this breakout. I'm not expecting Bitcoin is going to go up in a straight line if we come back towards $117,000. Ultimately, guys, it is going to be very obvious. This is going to be a great opportunity to, of course, potentially scale in towards some positions. But anyways, this was it for me in today's update video. If you did learn anything from this video, subscribe to the channel, slap all that like button, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.